Morning. It seems like I was chasing my tail, chasing a red herring in effect with that nearly 2.5 foot deep hole. Although there was a lot of fired clay coming out between 1 foot and 2 feet, as I explained, which made for me wondering whether I'd found a feature in the ground. So I'll explain what was happening. It does appear that at first, clearly there was a piece of iron or something, probably in the first couple of inches, which when it swung round it went off the radar with this detector that I've now got, which has been more of a problem being single frequency than my previous detector, which was a simultaneous multi-frequency detector, and all the associated implications in regards to ground balancing. So it appears that I dug a hole unnecessarily, and I'll explain the reasons why to you now. Right, in summary, my findings with this new detector. It's an old detector, but it's a new one for me, the Simplex. It's not a switch on and go detector. That's my first finding. Like the Quest X5, you've got to be very careful about setting the ground balance. I'll show you what I mean. Here, there are no targets in the ground. If I go to ground balance, so in different points in the field, we have to reassess the ground balance. And there, I don't know if you heard that, it's showing, well, let's try here. That's showing 68. Now at 68, which is the auto ground balance, if I swing across an empty hole, it takes a few seconds for to recalibrate. There you go. That's what you get. So the auto ground balance, even with the stock coil, is giving us an unduly sensitive setup, such that the walls of the hole, the change is the same as changing the height of the detector. Doing that, swinging over the hole, it sees it as a target. So if you want to run with the auto ground balance set, then obviously you're going to pick up changes in conductivity in the soil, which you may or may not be able to filter out using your ears. That's full sensitivity now. If I manually set the ground balance to 90, let's go slightly over 90, you'll notice it suddenly goes much quieter. You can still hear the effect of the ground there. Oh, there we go, it took a few seconds to nullify it, and now the hole is gone. The effect of the hole is gone at 90, a high ground balance on a scale of 1 to 100. Now, if I go over the coin, you can't pick it up at even 10 inches, but you can pick it up at 3 to 4. So you're losing, if you go put the ground balance at 90, you're losing possibly 50% of your depth capabilities. If that makes any sense. So essentially, I have to be very careful about ground balancing. Having the bigger coil, one would like to think was an advantage in depth, but I'm looking at it now in terms of, in order to get it to work without picking up previously dug holes and nuances in ground conductivity, the ground balance has to be set quite high. And the problem with that is that you then lose the depth that you would have gained by fitting the larger coil in the first place. But time will tell. We may be able to find larger objects deeper. I'll just have to do more hours on the Simplex. Thanks very much for watching, and hopefully we'll have more success with the Simplex on the next outing.